Namaste and blessings. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nela Maat, and today, my loves, we're going to be channeling general messages. My intentions are to bring comfort, support, understanding, or to confirm what you already know. I have already prayed, I have already burned some Palo Santo asking for messages, and so we begin. Thank you so much for being here, my beautiful collective. All right, you guys, I'm feeling guided to start with channeling from the coffee cup. And so here we go. We're utilizing the energy of the spirit animal of the hawk. And so, right away, the energy is a lot about shifting our mindset, reviewing our belief systems, asking ourselves, what do I believe about myself? What do I believe about others, the world? There's a need to go deep and unpack. So, what are you saying that you believe, and how your actions, your behaviors are revealing something that it might be contradicting? That's what the ancestors are speaking about. The spirit animal of the hawk is helping us, is guiding us towards clarity and spiritual understanding. There's a need to balance our thoughts, our words, our actions, and to bring our physical vessel to the same alignment so that we are centered. Okay? Heart and mind coherence. Beautiful. My itchy? My nose, sorry, is itchy now. Okay. Okay. I see a bridge. So there's something about a gate and opening a portal. And now, what is a portal? When we're talking about portal, is that the celestials are providing us with the energy we need in order to move forward. Okay? So yeah, there's a lot of energy coming into our crown chakra, into our third eye, in order to help us cleanse and clear, purify and transmute our our minds. Okay, I'm hearing Mercury. We have the number 75, 11, 23, 15, 13, 10, 8. Okay, so there's something about a crossing, all right, moving forward. There's something about traveling too. Okay, this can indicate that some of you are going to be traveling. All right, it can be about traveling inward, right, in order to gain clarity. So through meditation. Beautiful. I'm going to show you guys the coffee cup. Look, there's so much out there. Just look at that and trust if you receive a message. All right, cool. There's a very important conversation here. There's a meeting of the minds, meetings of the heart. We have the energy of Sagittarius. This is about solutions, going into the depth of things. We have the name Louis, very clear. Louis or Louise, number 67, number 14, initial R. So the energy of Sagittarius, yeah, this is about studying, researching, teaching. The ancestors are speaking about how can you be more like lighthearted because some of you might be stressing out, the energy of stress, heaviness, feeling burdened. So there's a need to go within in order to gain clarity and to receive healing, finding a way to move through the all of the energy that we are being blasted with, okay? I see someone leaving, and some of you, sorry, might be living a unhealthy situation because I see someone like you're leaving and you're literally not looking back, and the other person is like, blah, 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 blah. Like blah, 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 talking, da, da, da. But you're like, no, I'm done. So some of you are done with someone, something, and there's a serpent. And now the serpent speaks of divine revelations, is divine feminine wisdom. So I feel like your divine feminine, the divine mother, is guiding you, is taking you away. All right, there's a realization you're going to have or you're having. And we have the number 8. Number 8 is about Scorpio, is Pluto. It's about crisis, it's about loans and debts, it's about transformation, trauma, baggage, obsessions. So yeah, some of you might be working too much or too hard or feeling unvalued, and you're like, I'm done. Or maybe it's about relationship, or this can be about, there's a number 5 too, and an argument, a disagreement, okay? Once again, it's important to bring divine perception and perspective, because it's very easy to go into that energy of, we are the victims and blaming. So some of you are, in need to really mature when it comes to your communication. So ask yourself, what kind of communication do you practice, right? How comfortable are you with conflict? Some of you, fear of abandonment, fear of being rejected. When we're functioning from that energy, it's very easy to just walk away and leave, or to become avoidant. All right, I'm hearing Leo energy, and so Leo can be very self-centered too, right? Leo energy. And so it is okay to review what is our relationship with being self-centered sometimes, because we all can do that, right? If you're here as a human, yes. We have lots of shamanic energy. Shaman, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Okay, what aspect of your life needs attention? Where is your energy and your focus going? It's important to come back to you, focus on you, while being considerate with others. Some of you need to really speak up, use your voice to communicate what is no longer working when it comes to dynamics. It can be about job, family dynamics, okay? Number 33. And then we have the rune of the ancestors, and that's about our DNA, okay? I just hit this. Our DNA, okay? So soul contracts, what are the things that have been passed to us through our ancestors that we need to review right now? There's something about fixed water, so that's again Scorpio energy, Pluto energy. Psychological problems, the shadow. Neptune energy, the unconscious. Pisces energy, hidden enemies. I feel like a lot of you are receiving messages in your dream time, so pay attention and ask yourself, what are the dreams revealing about me, my state of mind, my beliefs, the people that I have not yet maybe released, let go. If I am dealing with shadow, jealousy, envy, comparison, right? feeling like left out. Life is just only given to others, but not me, and there is resentment. Okay, look at that. And I can feel it, and the energy of the feminine, right, where she can be very resentful. So look at self-sacrificing stories, beliefs, narratives, and things that you have learned from your mother, the dynamics within the women too, where you suppress your creativity, where you're self-sacrifice and you're there for others, giving. But then what is it that you're really taking? We need to learn the art of giving and receiving, and that is about a flow. It's not about keeping on taps and having all those expectations, and then or giving. I'm such a good this person, I'm always giving, I'm always. But then what happens when you don't receive that in reciprocity? Do you become resentful, angry? Do you start to like, no, they were, so ungrateful, everything I done for them? But then were you really giving from a place of giving, open heart? I'm giving, doesn't matter because I'm giving from my abundance. Or were you giving to take something in the moment to gain instant gratification? So we want to look at the aspect of a shadow where we can be manipulative. All right, so okay, I feel that. Oh, I feel a lot in the jaw. So we have to speak up. It's very important to speak up. All right, let's see what else. Current energy, please. Put my glasses on. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, so we have the daughter of water. Daughter of water. Look how she's pouring water. It's in the sacral energy. And then we have the moon, right? So current energy is, I am going through healing and understanding my past. There's a sense of divine revelations and healing our waters, the waters of Venus. When we are looking at lessons related to Venus, because we have the star here, sorry. Look, star. More feminine, female energy. And remember, we all have masculine and feminine. But what we're talking about here is that our divine feminine is learning what does it mean to be healthy. How can we work with our divine feminine in a way to where we feel empowered, where we feel abundant? What is to give really from a place of openness and not, like I said, not keeping on tabs and like feeling resentful. And so what does it mean for you to really be given, to be giving? How do you give to yourself? Do you give to yourself first? The star card speaks of merging our waters with the element of earth too. So it's about our creations. Our creations coming from a place of reverence, from a place of, I have humility to be guided, or am I trying to force what I believe that I need and what I believe I want? So we want to look at wounds within the feminine, which she is in survival, which she feels like she had to force, right? If you connect with these two energies, there is a gentleness about it. There is peace. The stars, like, I'm being illuminated and guided. The moon, more feminine, great grandmother energy. I know I'm being guided. However, if my body still is struggling, if I'm in survival, my nervous system is is on, right? It's very difficult to embrace clarity, and to, yeah, to embrace clarity. It gets difficult to really see things for what they are because we're veiled by memories. So, okay, my goodness, another daughter. We have the daughter of earth. We have torment. So the daughter of earth is the energy of our divine mother that is asking us to work on nurturing not just the life of those we love, but also our own life, our own passions, our own goals. The energy of torment is saying, look for any self-imposed belief. How do you are limiting yourself and also limiting creation? Because when we are very rigid, when we're not open to miracles and to what we refer as magic, right, then we become very fixed and rigid, and we project that into life, like, oh no, there's no other way, this is how it needs to be. We become very fanatic of that too. So we have to break free. What happens if I surrender? What happens if there are miracles? Would I be feeling the same way? What happens if I know that if I'm following divine guidance, I am safe? How would I feel? What are the things I'll be investing my time in doing? So the daughter of earth is a reminder that it is your birthright to manifest a life to where you feel aligned, something that resonates with who you are in your essence, because that's the energy of the star card. This is, I know I have a purpose. I know this is what I do, what I'm feeding, right? Where I'm placing my energy, the things I'm creating and investing in. These are the things that are in resonance with me, who I am. So some of you might be feeling an urgency to really start pouring onto yourself and to go into a process of retrieving. It is okay to take time to go within. Yes, having community and people around you when you're going through a process of healing is important too. But there are times to where you need to ask yourself, where I'm at. Can I really interact with others in a healthy way right now? Or do I need silence, quiet, solitude to really go and align myself? Right? Because how am I going to show up within relationships, and how am I going to show up within community if I'm already in a lot of confusion? And so there are cycles and periods of time to where we need to go within and ask ourselves, all right, is how I have been working, living my life, thinking about life, going about things really serving me? Or do I need to shift so then when I am around others and relationships and community, I know where I'm at. I know my energy. I deeply know where I stand, right? And please, I never speak to extremes. I don't think in extremes. That's a lesson, something that people, I feel like us humans, right? People, we need to think about how we like to go to extremes. And so it's never about cold turkey. For me, it's about feeling into it, right? That's the energy of the star and the daughter of water, is listening to the great grandmother moon, where she's like, hey, I'm calling you inward because, hey, I want to reveal some things to you so that you can um, go about things with more ease, with more grace. We have the seven of air with futility. We have the ace of water. We have the son of water now. And we have the shaman, and the shaman is the hierophant. So Venus energy. There's a lot of water here, right? We need one more. And we have five of fire with stress. So when we're looking at the masculine and the feminine pillars, right? The feminine still remembers what is to live in survival, and there's a sense of I want to say there's a little bit of five of pentacles here, where I feel unseen, unvalued, rejected. I have memories of being disappointed before, and so and I don't know how to channel my fire. So some of you go to extremes, and the same way you go about things outside in your physical life is the same thing that is happening within you. So there still is inner conflict, and so how you go about your life is also in a state of feeling conflicted, and there's a lot of ups and downs, up and down. So it feels to be like I can get very moody and burn out, and then I go into disappointment again, because it's just like I'm still have some memories. And that's what I want you to know, that the feminine still is working through, really coming into a place. Oh my goodness, I'm in my heart center, the star. So Venus is coming in to bring resolutions and solutions, and there's a lot of healing water coming in to support us. And I don't know you, I don't know your life, I don't know where you live, but if you pay attention, look at the weather around you in your area. Over here it's being stormy. Why? Because I've been going through it. I've been storming too. And so the beauty of it is that the storm comes and there's a whole thing that's chaotic and so loud, and it's woof, woof. But then after it, there's you can feel how clean everything is, right? And how it was nourished and nurtured. And so find that correspondence within within you and nature. I'll say, when I look at the masculine, what the masculine is like, okay, well, I'm trying to figure things out. What is the structure? How do I feel about discipline? What does it mean to live in abundance? What does that mean for me as an authentic person, right? Because my idea of abundance and prosperity and wealth might not be same as you, and that's why we have the gift of authenticity, right? And so think and reevaluate. So the masculine is say, well, how are we gonna build then? We need to have a conversation. We need to come into agreement. I really want to protect you, and I want you to create this with ease and peace. But then he is also going through his own revelations, all right? I want to get more clarity about the masculine here. So we're going to get this other oracle. So speak to me about the masculine here. So we have stories we tell ourselves. Are you narrating your life through a lens of limitation or empowerment? So masculine is going through all of this. Like, how am I gonna do it? How am I gonna make it? Do I have what it takes? All right. Life is so different now. How can I support this? How can I make it sustainable? How can I be more proactive without going to extremes, right? Then we have healing takes time. Progress is not always linear. Trust that even setbacks are part of the process. Exactly. And so how are you integrating, what's currently unfolding in your life? What are the stories you're telling yourself? So it's important to acknowledge that, yeah, if we're doing the work, okay, we're doing the work. Have awareness. It's so important. I will say for you guys, journaling. Today I have awareness that I'm going through this. This is what I'm healing within my feminine. This is what I'm healing within my masculine. This is what I'm seeking to gain, like having some kind of clarity and a way also to where you can bring yourself into mindfulness and awareness. Okay, we're getting two of this and then we're done. We have letting go of the old you. You are not who you were. Honor your past, but do not cling to it. So ask yourself, am I clinging to the past? Do I still have those stories? The narratives. I'm not good enough. Nobody loves me. There's not going to be nobody for me. This is never going to work. People don't recognize what I do. I never value. All of that thing. All of that because we have to go and bring that into a transmutation. Then we have the soul's longing. What part of yourself have you neglected? Your soul is calling for deeper connection. So that's a good question, right? We have been existing in, through living life, through a program of surviving and neglect. And so we experience a lot of guilt and shame when it comes to like going inward, resting, going for meditation, exercising. It's just like, man, if all I have done in my life is go, 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 how it becomes very uncomfortable when we're shifting and doing things very differently. Yeah. And so my heart goes to you guys. All right. Well, this is all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know if this resonated. It really does make a difference when you leave me a comment. May you be blessed. Peace and love.